Look, man, I'm going to just be honest with you. All right. I got to start this video out like this, man. Shout out to Ohio State Highway Patrol. Shout out to Ohio State Highway Patrol for doing their job and doing it well, man. Asking questions, following up on leads, right? Digging deep, getting information. Somebody went to jail in this video, and they should have. And I know you're going to clap for it, too. This is probably one of the few videos of mine where you're like, you know what? That guy needed to go to jail. Good job for the police. 10 out of 10, right? Stolen Hellcat, Akron, Ohio. Ohio State Highway Patrol, they're on the job, man, and they don't mess around up there.
Vehicle stolen.
Yes, sir. Stolen? What? Shout out to the police. I guarantee you by the end of this video, you're going to be shouting them out too. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So you can tell I'm in a house that makes this a house vlog. You know what's going down when I come around. Let's get into it. I got car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, and police chases on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. First things first, shout out to Ohio Body Cam. We are in Ohio, the great state of Ohio, with Ohio State Highway Patrol on the scene. I think we've had Ohio once or twice on the channel, but nothing like this, man. When you see this, I know you're going to be happy. If you're a Mopar owner, when you finish this video, you're going to be happy, right? Somebody went to jail and somebody got their property back. Let's go ahead and get into it. Ohio State Highway Patrol. Some redactions have been made according to statutory provisions exempting records from the Ohio Public Records Act. All right, so you got Ohio State chilling, relaxing. Audio will kick in when the arrest occurs. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That car looks stolen. Fucked up front bumper, fucked up rear bumper. I'd pull it over just because. Just because you out here driving a Hellcat fucked up. I'd pull it up just because. All right, so he's behind him. You know, the dude in the front seat, act cool, act cool. Don't do nothing crazy, bro. Don't do nothing crazy, act cool. He hasn't even turned the lights on, so he initiated the turn into the gas station himself. Cop said, if you're turning, so am I. Wide body joint, too. I don't know if that's wide body. It's so messed up.
Yeah, stolen plate on this for the longest time.
If he's saying stolen, officer right off the rip is saying stolen.
And try Robert 501-882. Robert 501-8810. What's up, man? What's going on? Got ID with you? Yes, sir. Stopped you for your window tint. I can't see that plate. Gotcha. I got a fire on my right side. Okay. I got my CCW. Okay.
Oh, my CCW. Okay. That officer reached in there, got that gun with the quickness. Said, let me get that from you, partner. You said it's Smith & Wesson?
Which car is it?
M&P?
Where'd you buy it from?
M&P 9?
Well, this is a car I've been building for a while now.
He said, where did you buy the car? And the dude's answer was, well, you know, this is a car I've been building for a long time now.
Where'd you buy it from?
Well, this is a car I've been building for a while now.
Yep.
Just right.
Where are you coming from right now?
We just left from the studio right there. Like literally like 3 buildings down from where you guys just pulled out from.
Okay, do you have the paperwork for the vehicle?
Paperwork? What's that?
I have a picture of it on my phone.
What did the RP come back to you? Okay, what's the last of the VIN?
Checking the VIN number. I don't even think this car has 10 on it. It doesn't have 10.
Partner, I need to get the VIN off the door.
Now, you should be able to get the VIN number from the front window in the left corner. Apparently, that was scratched out, so now he's going to come to the door, and the VIN number's there as well.
Picture of the full title. I just got a picture of the title.
What's up?
So I thought I had a picture of the full title. I just had a picture of the
Okay, well, grab this stuff, come back to my car, man. I just want to go over all the paperwork back in my car, okay? You ain't got no guns on you over there, man? Okay, I'm just gonna grab this one. We'll secure it.
No, I just carry my gun because I'm a.
No, you're good. Where'd you get the car from?
So this shell came from, I believe it was.
He's asked him twice, where'd you get the car from?
It was I'm just country.
I'm gonna just check it for firearms. I know you already gave me your own. I just gotta do it again before I put it in the car. Just put your hands on the top of it. You
got the red key. I don't know why he has a red key, and you'll see why in a minute.
Well, have a seat in my car. I just want to go over all the paperwork quick, and we'll figure out. I'm that front man in the back. Oh, my. No, yeah, you do, but I just gotta have you sit back here. It's a little tight, so just bear with me, okay? Sure. I'm gonna have you read me that VIN.
We got the dog too.
Hey, my man, I'm gonna pop the front of the car real quick. I need to get the VIN on.
Pop the hood.
Yep, it's getting tough.
Now, clearly, I know this is not a Hellcat, but the title of the original video says stolen SRT Hellcat, so I went with it. I know it's a 392, but, you know, or it could be a damn 5.7, but I just went with it. I just want you guys to know that. He said he's getting told. Getting told.
They got rid of the VIN right there.
Yep, scratched out the VIN number. Come on, bro.
Yeah, it looks like it's done.
Can't break for a partial VIN.
Partial.
George Henry, 358-990. It's just a partial. You can run it, see if it has any hits on it.
See, scratched out the VIN number because on Mopars, at least, I think all Mopars for the most part, at least with my Charger and my Ram T-Rex, the front windshield in the left-hand corner, you should be able to see the full VIN number. Once you open the driver's door, right there in the driver well is the VIN number as well. And then under the hood is the VIN number as well. And I think there's a VIN number on the engine too, but the only way you would be able to tell that is if you pull the motherfucker out, and there's nobody's doing all that. So there are plenty of places to find the VIN number. If they're scratched out everywhere, that motherfucker's stolen.
Man, my back hurts.
Cool cop.
So where did you get all the parts of the car from, my man?
So I got a list of everything over here.
Okay.
763.
Good.
Is it orange?
Right.
It was orange. Listen to dispatch.
Yeah, I figured. Go ahead and start with the next available.
Yep.
Okay.
It was
Put the full
orange.
VIN in
He
the
wrapped
insert,
it.
please.
Right, I'm putting it in.
All right, man. I'm going to advise you of your Miranda warnings now, so you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Right to have attorney present while questioning not a forward one. The court's reporting for you, okay? You are under arrest technically, but I'm not going to take you to jail today, okay?
Good.
The vehicle's stolen. Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Stolen? What? Stolen? What? You hear your boy in the back. He said, what? Stolen?
The vehicle's stolen. Yes, sir.
The vehicle's stolen? Come on, bruh. So that's what they do, guys. They steal these cars. They scratch out the VIN number everywhere, and they ride around with it. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those things like if the police can't read the VIN number and they can't verify whether or not it's yours or not, some police departments will just let it go and say, hey, listen, you know, maybe he bought this car used, and maybe when he bought it, the VIN number was scratched out or whatever. I'm just going to let it go. But 9 times out of 10, that car was stolen, right? And clearly this was too. Not only was it stolen, not only was the VIN number scratched out everywhere, it was orange, Go Mango orange, and they wrapped it that ugly ass gray shit and put the black bumper on the front and rear. Just stupid. Just downright stupid, man. But your boy was cooperative. He didn't take off running. So technically this is not a high-speed police chase. This right here is just a recovery. You know what I mean? But if you know Mopars like I know Mopars, the VIN number is going to be in that front windshield in the bottom left-hand corner. It's going to be in the door seal, the door jamb area on the driver's side. And then I also believe it's under the hood. I've never seen it under the hood, but somebody else told me that it's under the hood. And I think it's on the engine too somewhere. But there are a couple ways of identifying these cars. You know what I mean? And police officers know this shit. They've been dealing with stolen Mopars for the last 10 plus years. You know what I mean? So they're aware of it too. So when they roll up on you like that and they start looking at the VIN number, trust me, they have some suspicions. Like one of my homeboys who has a 300 Hellcat, a Chrysler 300 Hellcat, the cop that pulled him over drives a Scat Pack as a daily, or it's his personal car or whatever. And he was like, I know for a fact that Chrysler never made a Hellcat 300, so I'm going to go ahead and run the VIN number on everything to see if the shit's stolen, And in his case, fortunately, it didn't come back stolen. I don't know how it didn't come back stolen, but it didn't come back stolen and they let him go. But, oftentimes what will happen is either the shell of the body, the car, the Challenger, in this case, the Challenger wide body was stolen. So it was something else on a different automobile altogether. You can tell the front end or the hood on the Challenger was a Hellcat hood, but this is clearly a Scat Pack, or it could be a 5.7. I think it was a Scat, or I don't even think it was a Scat. It was 5.7. But the shell could have been stolen. The engine could have been stolen. Long story short, the VIN number scratched out everywhere. So Ohio State Highway Patrol, they're going to call that a stolen car. So your boy's going to jail, man. You know what I mean? That's why, obviously, for security reasons, we've already talked about CarLock numerous times on the channel. Vibration detection, engine start detection, vehicle move detection, all from your phone, all from your Apple Watch. It's a simple OBD plug-in. And if you're not familiar with OBD plug-ins, you can hardwire it to your car. That way it can never be yanked out. But what was I going to say? You got to be careful, right? Number one, you got to be careful owning these cars. Security, we've talked about that ad nauseum. I'm not going over that again. But you also got to be careful when you're building these cars. So some people out there are doing shit the legitimate way, and they're building these cars. They'll take a Challenger shell off of a fucking Scat Pack or something like that, a wide body Challenger shell, and they'll drop a Hellcat engine into it, right? And they'll turn it into a Hellcat Challenger. Or they'll take a Chrysler 300 shell and drop a Hellcat engine into that and turn it into a Chrysler Hellcat. You know what I mean? They'll go out and they'll get the SRT front end for the 300, the SRT rear end, all that good stuff. And don't get me wrong, when it's done correctly, them 300s look good. Like those 300s make me question whether or not if Chrysler actually came out with a 300 Hellcat and obviously Dodge came out with the Charger Hellcat, I would have a serious decision to make whether or not I would go with a Charger or a 300, because the 300s are clean. And I've seen wide body 300s and they look even cleaner. I would have a serious, decision to make as to whether or not I would go with a 300 over a Charger. But either way, oftentimes what happens, man, and people get mixed up and they get messed up in the process, is that they'll go out and buy, the engine, right? They'll get the engine from a reputable dealer or whatever the case may be, or they'll pay for it or whatever the case may be. And then they'll go and get the shell of the 300, the shell of the Challenger, the shell of the Charger, and the shell is stolen, right? I mean, the car itself at one point was stolen, but the shell that was, a part of the car is stolen as well. So the VIN number, all that shit comes back as stolen. And then when you drop your perfectly purchased Hellcat engine and what you thought was a perfectly purchased shell, and you put all that shit together, and now you got your Challenger Hellcat, your 300 Hellcat, well, it's stolen. You know what I mean? Like I saw a video, this was on YouTube probably about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, and it was all over TikTok, and it did really well. I think it did like 200 or 300,000 in the first week, at least the last time I saw it. And it was an old SRT Charger body style, and I think he had a Hellcat engine in it. And turns out the body was stolen. You know what I mean? And I think he had just spent like $24,000 or something like that for the engine. But long story short, that police department, they're not going to like chop it. They're not going to, take the fucking shell off and put it on the flatbed and tow the shell and give you the engine back. They towed the whole damn thing. So he was asked out for $24,000 buying that Hellcat engine. So if you are in the process of restoring or creating a Hellcat Challenger, Hellcat Charger, Hellcat 300, Hellcat, whatever the hell, make sure you do your research on what you're buying. You know what I mean? Do your research, ask questions. I don't know the process for buying an engine, a crate engine. I've never bought a crate engine. I don't know the process for buying a shell of a car. I've never bought a shell. But guys, run the VIN number. Make sure that the VIN numbers are there. If that shit's scratched out, that's sketchy. Super sketchy. If the VIN number scratched out anywhere on the body whatsoever, I would not touch it with a 10-foot pole. You know what I mean? Get that VIN number, run that VIN number, make sure everything comes back clean, then go ahead and start building it, you know? As a matter of fact, believe it or not, we did a video years ago, and I think I'll post it here, where a kid for, I think it was his 21st birthday, and he got his license, full license, went out and got an SRT Jeep, and he got it for cheap, what he thought was cheap, and it turns out the damn thing was stolen. And he went to some sort of site and typed in the VIN number, and the VIN number was like it was clean. But then he got pulled over, and the VIN number went to downtown, and they was like, "Nah, bro, this shit's stolen." And I think he had just paid like $29,000, $26,000 in cash. I'll put that video up here in a minute. But yeah, 21st birthday, went out and got an SRT Jeep. He thought he was getting it for cheap, for nickels and dimes. And it turns out, yes, he was getting it for nickels and dimes, and that's because it was stolen, right? And the person that he bought it from, nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? He took that $29,000 in cash. It may have been $39,000 in cash. He took that shit and skedaddled. He was out of town. So I'm not telling you, I'm not saying that everybody that has a shell or has a built 300 cat or Challenger cat is stolen. I'm simply saying, guys, if you're going to go that route, just make sure that you know what you're getting into. Check those VIN numbers like crazy. Make sure everything comes back. Unless, you know, you're living that life. And if you are living that life, then do your thing. You better be good at it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're going to end up on my channel. So, as always, guys, like, subscribe, comment. It's Benny Boy Knockout 360. I need you guys to pray for the Carolina Panthers today because we're playing Arizona. And if we go 0-2 to start the season, I mean, I might just leave the Carolinas, period. You know what I mean? Like, I might move to Virginia where they have no sports at all. That's what I might do. If we go 0-2, I'm moving to Virginia, and I need for all my Virginia Charger and Challenger content creators to tap in because I'm going to need some content in Virginia. Because if we start the season off 0-2, I know Bryce Young is getting benched, and our season is fucked. So pray for the Panthers if you can. We play Arizona Cardinals today, so it's the battle of the short quarterbacks. So just, if you can, say a prayer for the Panthers. If not, I understand. But either way, it's been your boy Knockout 360. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.